Hello, everyone. I just wanted to give everyone a brief preview of the social club at the end of the world that's going to be starting in about 45 minutes. And the first thing I want to say is everyone is welcome to join. So if you've got an internet connection and are set up for Google Hangouts, which doesn't really take anything special, you can just click on the link that I will post right here in this video, in the comments and description of this video, so that's very easy for people to find. And so just come back to this very same video that'll probably be 5 minutes long to find out how to join and to get the link to join and all that. Well, how to join is simple. Click on the link, and then you may have to click accept or a couple of things, or maybe even download something, but it's not too hard. I sincerely want to invite everyone to join. I really believe we need to come together and talk about these matters of life and death that are staring us in the face if we're going to do anything about it. So I wanted to give folks a little bit of a sneak preview of what I'm going to be talking about today. And of course, other folks will bring their own ideas. You can bring your own ideas to discuss. But let me just kind of do a little screen share for a minute and give you an idea what I have in mind for discussing today. All right, so a lot of you have seen me present that we are on a highway to hell right now. I would say that we are in the fast lane of a highway to hell. And we could take weeks to discuss what this highway to hell consists of, but the bottom line is that we as humanity have gotten into a very destructive modality of life. Our very modality of life is a modality based on separation, fear of scarcity, hoarding, destruction of the planet to enable such hoarding, et cetera, et cetera. And to a large degree, most of us, if not the vast majority of us, feel trapped in this highway to hell. In other words, it's like a machine. And, many of us feel like we're cogs in this machine, trapped in the machine. Like if we don't go to our day job, and which might be at an oil company or an automobile company or whatever, and keep playing our part in this machine taking us to hell, we won't get a paycheck. And if we don't get a paycheck, we won't be able to go to the store and buy food. See, we won't be able to participate in the machine. See, the illusion is that the machine takes care of us. The reality is that the machine is killing us. But many of us feel trapped as gears or cogs in the machine, that if we don't do our part to keep the machine going, then we will starve. And that's where the fear of scarcity comes in. So what I'm advocating for is an off-ramp from this highway to hell. And this off-ramp, we'll talk about it. But the basic elements are this. We need to have, number one, a direction, a utopian, which I just call utopia to give it a name. And so number one, we need to have that direction. Number two, we need to figure out a path to get there. And then number three is that the early stages of that path must deal with, I'm just going to draw some flames here. We've got some fires that we urgently need to put out, that if we don't put them out, then we're really going down very, very quickly. So the first part of the path, which I'll put as number three, is we need to put out the fires. And so whatever our pathway is towards the future, this off-ramp that we're going to take from the highway to hell, we need to make sure that the very first things that pathway does is put out the fires. What fires are we talking about? First and foremost, we need to refreeze the Arctic. And then there's a bunch of other fires that we need to put out with slightly less urgency, but that is absolutely the most urgent. So if we think of that 1, 2, 3, and then there's a fourth thing I want to talk about. But so we need to, number one, define what the utopia is that we want to head in the direction of. And of course, this is a utopia which the possible utopia is largely determined and constrained by what we've done to the planet so far. In other words, we can't just hit the rewind button, the reset button. Let's go back to 1750 and just kind of undo all the damage that we've done in the meantime. No, utopia is going to be constrained by what's possible, and what's possible is constrained by the damage that we've done. Okay, so I'm just listing the three things that basically need to be created. We need to define the utopia. We need to actually design. Let's design is a better word. We need to design the utopia we want to get to. We need to design the pathway to get us there. And we need to make sure that we put out these certain fires along the way. And then a fourth thing that I want to put is kind of like an umbrella over all of this, is that we need a new story for humanity that encompasses all of the above, 1, 2, and 3, and inspires us, each of us, to take part, to participate, to do our part. And anyway, that's all I want to say about this for now. So please join us on the Social Club at the End of the World, starting in about 45 minutes. Right now it's about 9:30 Pacific time. We'll probably start at about 10:15 Pacific time. So please join us by clicking on the link that I will post in this very video, as well as on my Facebook page, as well as on my Google Plus page. Love to see you. And if you're hesitant to join just yet, of course, feel free to watch, feel free to comment. Anyway, lots more to say. So we'll see you all in about 45 minutes. Thanks so much.